Right. Mic check 212. Mic check 2212. Hey, mic check. Mic check 212. Mic check now 212. Up. Yep. This is what I want. I want to do this while it's starting to rain. So, mm, just move my laptop out the way. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Cabo, see, like, wow, I'm trying to get this stuff out the way so we don't get rained on our things. But I'm intentionally doing this outside in the rain today to answer these divine questions so that, the wind, the air, or Yah can, support this message with her divinity. I forgot the book with my questions on it. Crap, hold on a second. Let me go get them. One moment so I can ask the oracle. Give me a minute. Thank you for your patience. Mm. Shit. Hold on. Stuff on the porch. Okay. We about to get this oracle party started. Get all the gods and goddesses out here. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? All right. So before I begin, hello, welcome. I just wanted to start off with this quote here that the divine, uh, if anybody knows of Dr. Ick, the the spiritualist and conspiracy theorist. He is just absolutely amazing with his divine consciousness. He says, whatever it is we think we know, we must also know there's always more to know. Think about that for a minute, okay? Just sit on that. Think about that for a second while I get caught up to get things out here. Let me see. So I thought that was powerful to start out with just because we're in a time, the number 7 has been coming up all day. 7, the number 6, 9, the number 4, 3. Excuse me, I'm trying to send a text to somebody. Golly. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get rained on a little bit, but a little rain don't hurt nobody. Let me make sure my computer and my cars don't get wet. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. And then I appreciate it. So, I want to talk about home. Home is where the heart is. And it makes me think, whenever I think of home, I think of the Cancerian energy, okay? Cancerian is an ancient old energy of the divine feminine. It's our foundation. The foundation of the womb, of the mother, new cycles, new beginnings, going really in depth of previous things, the past, to make and manifest a life in a greater future. The collective universal number of today is 7. Okay. And so, what does the number 7 mean? Well, first and foremost, 7 is the hold on, is the number of the divine feminine original big mama, black mother, right? And so that represents the energy of the mother. A lot of us are mothers, a lot of us are parents. let's say energy of the parents, of parenting, but particular the feminine energy, stay with me, of compassion, nourishment, and nurturing. So that can add in addition to parenting. And so in that, we're establishing relationships of the heart. Why does it seem so not so bright? It seems kind of dark. Excuse me. A little brighter earlier, but that's probably because I had the computer closer. So 7 is the number of the seeker, Sekar, of Kemet, one of the divine wise Metuneter, the divine wise deities. Um, Eshu is a seeker, even though that's not his number, but Eshu is everything, everywhere, all the time, passing along messages. So he just in everything because he gets the messages clear and things. 7 is also a number of the researcher, the great intellect, the the deep thinker. Okay. Um, it's also, let me get my notes out here. It's also, if you're gonna be a deep thinker, right? That means you're going to I pray be a great observer before making any concluded judgments, right? And so as the divine mother, Auset knew all them divine mothers we all know, big mamas. The divine mother loud right now. She's saying, slow down, reflect, listen, research the wisdom that is within us, you, me, everybody. Because, hold on, let me write this down because it's coming to thought before I lose it and share it. Okay. Okay. Because to me, the number 7, it carries a divine feminine energy that invites us to go inward so we can see how we're going to go outward, how we're going to proceed with our life and things, right? Ongoing. And before we ask, our people, what is the number 7? The number 7 typically deals with a strong spiritual journey. And when you're going on a journey, there's patterns, right? There's always some type of pattern you'll tend to pick up, to tend to want to follow, to tend to repeat or not repeat in life to get these lessons, right? So now I'm going to ask, as we listen and observe to self, I think of what great question. God, I've been getting tongue tied a lot here lately. Probably because I've been just talking really fast and things. But I think a great question I've asked myself, and I would love for everyone to ask right now before I do this reading, ask yourself, what kind of friend am I? Not just to others, but what kind of friend am I to self? Let me hold on. I don't want my computer to get wet, but I need to do this reading outside. Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because I don't want nothing getting messed up here. My goodness. I'm going to get organized, better organized with these readings, y'all. I am so grateful for those who understand and are being patient with me. Okay. Because I'm trying to get this stuff set up so I can do this reading. Okay. So, what kind of friend am I? So, if you ask yourself, what kind of friend am I would then ask myself, what kind of friend am I to myself first? How do I treat myself? Because then that's going to reflect the pattern of what kind of relationships I'm creating, what type of patterns I'm repeating. Oh my God. Okay. Ugh. I don't care if my body get wet, but not my computer, y'all. Okay. That's where I do a lot of my work. So, another question before I go into this reading. When was the last time you actually made a real friend as an adult? Like a true friend that you felt like almost like a child again in your connection. It just felt so natural, so free, so authentic to allow yourself to just be. Not a coworker, not a follower, not a casual person. Somebody, oh my God, hold on. Somebody runs into, oh my goodness. You know what? Hold on a second. All right. It's just a little sprinkle, but I still get a little annoyed about these things. Okay. So I'm going to do it this way because this is the way I'm going to get this reading done outside, like I'm trying to do. At least pull the cards. Okay. So let me just go ahead and get into it. A real friend is someone who, you can be your real self with, right? You can be free to be vulnerable, to trust in certain areas of your life. You can celebrate your successes. You can be exactly who you are and feel to be seen, right? So let me go ahead. Come on now, Oya. Look, I could get on the rest of this porch and do this, but Lord, I'm not going to. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna get straight to it because I really don't want to be on here that long anyway. I got other work to do. So, all right. Before I get into this, I gotta open up these cards and say this prayer, okay? All right. And this is the opening prayer to the ancient oracle here of Kemet. We say, Astehuti Samakar Heru Asar Ekestasi. Kerpu en aba a naritsat seba. Herupu en hetem tu kefta nu te neperature. Kerpu en sia o jedem jed jetu. Anitekarek atef mut netter itayam tehuti tua en metu netter. I need to, they give thanks to the great Tehuti, ah, and all the other oracles that he will send here to come through. It's just a little sprinkling, but oh, I see. That's all right. I'll get that natural rainwater energy. Golly, hold on. I'm about to just do it like this. uh, I'm just trying not to get my cards wet. All right. Divine words, Metu Neter, Tehuti, Asat, Asar. Y'all came on all out today, noon. Come on with these messages to come through. What are the relation? Hold on a second. My paper's getting wet. Okay, hold on. Something really doesn't want this reading to come out. God dang it. Look, somebody going to get this message. I am. Okay. I might have to go ahead and do this a second time, but I just want to see what. All right. What friendships and relationships should we focus on over the next 43 days that can bring us greater favor, support, and alignment into our lives? What is that? What is that? What is that? I'm going to take that. Okay. The first person who I think of, Asar. I give thanks, so I give thanks. All right, we're gonna put you over here. All right, got one more to pull. Hey, somebody said it that people sometimes just hate to love you. God, who out there is having woo, who out here is having some issues or not issues? Who out here is going through a journey of trying to better understand their lower self, their human self, and their higher self. Who is going on a journey of self discovery? A lot of us are right now trying to get some understanding first of who it is that we be before we go into other forms of relationships, into other forms of reality. Somebody about to walk out here. So I'm going to get ready to, I'm going to pull 4 cards on this energy because it's very thick and intense for the next 43 days on some things we need some alignment with. Okay. I'm on. Hey. All right. Who we got here? Haru, Asar. Okay. So, in order to get greater alignment with our friendships and to build great relationships right now, we have to first understand. Look, I know this sounds so cliche as heck, but get to know thyself first and foremost. What is that? When we say our higher self, that's your spiritual self, that's your lineage, your ancestry, understanding where you come from, what has got you into these different patterns and things so that these relationships with yourself don't keep repeating and then you won't spread that dis-ease onto everyone else. Okay. So, and even though there is a high level of intensity right now because the landing when it comes to how people are relating with us. Okay. Um, a lot of people are feeling misunderstood. A lot of people are retreating into old patterns and behaviors just to be in relationships that they shouldn't be and avoiding the direction to do the things that they should be doing. But instead, a lot of people rather be avoided to point the finger at someone else instead of first taking account for self and reality that is happening that hey sometimes we cause our own blockages and get in our own ways. Okay. And if we want to make a seat at the table with people, let make it an effort at least once a week, every day, just by being yourself, going to these places that you're interested in. Aside from these things that will put you into these disillusionments of sins, abuse of power, such as going to the bar, going to do everything that distracts you from what really helps you thrive and feel purposeful within. Like, go to the art museum instead. Go to some public community events so that you can meet like-minded individuals. Maybe once a week. It might not even be a friend. You're just opening up the pathway now to business. Okay. There's a lot of great happenings in business because of great friendships and collaborations. Okay. Um, Dang, if I hate for these cars to get wet. I wish they were laminated or something so I could do these in the rain. Hmm, that might be something I'll think about that. There's a lot of masculine energy here. Gemini is all masculine. It means the spirit is high here. Um, this is a strong message for the masculine energies, the men, the brothers who love us, the women. Man, I mean, when you know, brothers, when you really truly get into understanding about who you are, not just as a human, but as a spiritual man through whatever religion, whatever spiritual faith, thank you, confirmation. It doesn't matter what walk of understanding, religion, or lifestyle you take, as long as you are taking um, a path in that religion, that faith, that is going to help you understand how to regulate yourself when it comes to relationships with other women in your life that you're courting, you're just friends with, that sisters, um, your sisters, your aunties, so that you can understand how to truly be a head of household and walk in your divine authority and be respected. That will, you know what? When brothers, when you begin to start to better respect the divine feminine energy, there's 7 came out. Look, the number, Lord, I ain't gonna show these. Nope. 7. The number 7 came out in this reading. As I pull 4 cards, I am gonna show. Just so people think of. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So there needs to be more depth when it comes to how we understand ourselves anyway. Oops. Okay. Um, yeah. So, let me get these cards here out the way. Yep, they got to get out the way. So I'm glad that message came. Ooh, hold on a second. Ooh, let me get this inside real quick because it's coming down, and I'm going to step back out here after I'm done with this to give a further interpretation of this reading. Excuse me. It's just, look, I'm all over the place right now. Okay, I'm all the way live. I'm keeping it all the way 100 with y'all right now. Okay, then got caught up in the rain. Oh, dang, my car's done shoot. Got caught up in the rain. I got to be mindful with these cards. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not taking these back out in the water. No more water on these. This is the 4th time I did this. Look, things are all over the place right now. Goodness gracious, good grief. My God. You know what? I'm going to end up having to get another of these decks. That's my lesson, to better take care and pay attention. I didn't even write down the notes of the reading. Look at that. There's a lot of confusion in the air that needs some clarity. Okay, so that's why the spirit says it's good. Muno, get the fuck. Get my book, get my notebook and stuff. Get it. Oh my goodness. Muno, are you scared of the rain? It's just water. Come on, I'll get it. Watch out. My journal's getting wet. My car's getting wet. Everything's getting wet. My cars are getting wet. Oh my God, I'm going to end up having to get a second deck. There's going to be a lot of lessons here for people who aren't paying attention to what's going on out here in their environment, their atmosphere at work, with their families, how they communicate right now, online, with anybody. So this is a great time to do some slowing down techniques, some meditation, some deep breath work. You can do that just by some light house cleaning and cleansing. Take a bath, okay? Brothers, tap into your divine feminine of self-care. Oh my goodness, my phone is out here. I'm gonna end up with, oh my God. Okay, so about relationships, that's what's coming up. If you're not paying attention to the relationships and the people you keep in your atmosphere at this time, in your environment, they'll sneak up on you and be a distraction to, it's going to mess up things that you already have plans, that you already been working on. Sometimes we can get in the wrong relationships that distract us, that don't give us the best advice, aren't really the healthiest, people who were more in disharmony with, arguing with, in conflict with, more than we're in sync with. You know, it always seems like when you get with this person, there's always something happening. So peace be still now. God, Lee, I'm trying to think because there's a lot of things on everybody's minds right now. There's a lot going on. You hear me? And Amun-Ra or Asar is saying it's time to get serious and take the wisdom that you have learned throughout these recent past 6 months, 6 years, and utilize your activities. Get in tune with your spiritual atmosphere. What is that? We keep saying meditation. Meditation is mindfulness. What is that? Just be observant. Listen, feel to what is going on around you so that you can better build your psychic, clairvoyant, clairsentient skills. You can be more, your senses will be more heightened to smell, to seeing, so that you can operate as a more high functional being. Imagine the things that we can do when we operate in that energy. And men, oh my God, when we operate in this divine masculine energy with our lovers and our brothers, as mothers, you know, as wives, as sisters, business is booming. The community is lit. And when I say it's lit, it's happy. It feels safe. The community is safe. The community is growing. The community becomes more self-sufficient. It becomes more self-accountable when things like in our past history have, you know, where we have been our own downfall. We have not done the things we need to do to change our own attitude so that we're not in the state and the conditions that we're in. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off here and get my things outside and take care of me. Okay, as I'm learning not to give too much energy here to everybody else as much as I want to give. But see, look, I gave so much and wanted to do so much and not really thinking mindfully to be mindfully careful about myself. Got my daggone ancestral cars that I just got. I'm going to have to get another deck, and they ain't cheap at all, but it's a good investment. So anyhow, peace, love, hair grease. I'll get back on in about, let me see what the spirits say and think. I'm going to interpret this message that fell out first. So we'll see if I come back on tonight. Okay. All right. Odabo. Peace. Oh shoot, I forgot I was on the the YouTube live. Well, hey, it was all the way live. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a great time. Peace.